What's up, YouTube? I'm Biohazard, and I'm here with HoneyBee. And in today's video, we'll be doing a first impression of Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl.
So when it comes to Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, I feel like this game it's clearly a platformer game. Clearly, it caters more towards the Smash players that want to transition from either Melee or Smash Ultimate or whatever, try another platformer. I feel like with those type of players, they're gonna do really well in this game because they're used to having to press ridiculous amounts of buttons in very short amounts of time.
Absolutely.
With someone like myself that I've played Smash casually, I'm an Injustice and a Mortal Kombat pro player, so like I know how to play those games really well. I know how to do combos, I know how to do stuff in that game. But I feel like in Nick Brawl, it's so different. Like everything about this game is different. So right now in the game, like you can wave dash and whatever in the game, which is nice, and it's very easy. I know in Smash Bros Melee, I know that's not that easy. I know it takes like a lot of button presses and whatever, but in this game, like it's literally just that. Like you just press two buttons to the jump and then the dash button, and then you just hold it down, and then you're just wave dashing around the screen. Mad easy.
Makes you feel like you know a little bit more than you actually
A little
do.
bit, right? It makes you feel like, oh, yo, I can kind of move. But like when I've watched these guys play, like the actual really good players that are Smash Bros and stuff, they're doing stuff that I feel like is incredibly difficult. I don't even know what they're doing half the time, but I know it's like short hop nairs into like down nairs into like up nairs into like something that's gonna spike them off the stage and kill them. So for them, that's kind of like, I think it's pretty difficult to do, but from my perspective, I am enjoying the game. What do you think of the game so far, just from your perspective?
From my perspective, I mean, I'm sure lots of people have had gripes about they want, voice acting and stuff like that in the game. And that would be really, really nice if they were able to implement that. But once you get past the fact that that's not in the game, I think there's a lot, like there's obviously a ton of depth with this game, that, like you said, people that play Melee, Smash 4, they're going to understand that kind of like what they need to know about the game already. Like coming in as a rather casual player, I'm still trying to figure out, combos and stuff like that, how to even like link certain things together that like people that have been playing Smash, it's just like second nature.
Natural for them, right?
It's natural. They know exactly which way the characters are going to be going. They know what moves that they want to be pressing, and how to pressure and everything, all that stuff. So at my level, I'm just kind of trying to figure out how to even tech stuff, how to like not get hit by all this stuff. Some characters like Reptar seem really cheap for me as a casual player, I'd say. I mean, yeah, your Reptar was annoying as hell. So.
Yeah.
But what is also interesting, I've noticed, as well as like a lot of Smash pros have also noticed, certain characters have similar archetypes to other characters in Smash. So if you look at characters like Korra, who I've been playing quite a bit, she reminds me a lot of like either Captain Falcon or Ganondorf. She has like certain moves like a big boot stomp or dive kick that is very similar to what those characters have. Even her nairs and like up air and stuff like that, they look very similar to some of the moves that you might find on those characters. I know Hungrybox has said Nigel reminds him of Jigglypuff in some aspects, having a rest, and yeah, among other things, I'm sure.
But the one thing that sticks out to me in this game that's kind of interesting is how busted it is. Like, and it seems like there's a lot of things in this game that's just really silly, but I feel like, I guess that's what they want with the game. Like, they want it to be busted. I don't know, like, so there's some infinites I've seen, like Sandy has like some jab infinite that she can just keep resetting them and just bring them to like maximum damage and do whatever she wants. kills them. There was like some kind of glitch. I don't know if it's a glitch or some kind of exploit with Michelangelo where he can just stay in the air forever, essentially, by just going into a turtle shell. I did see that the devs said they were going to take that out. I'm assuming they're going to take out the infinites as well. But then you have some stuff like Reptar, for example, like his down special, as you can see on my screen right now, like his down special, that does 30%. Like 30% every time you hit them. You can kind of loop it. And to me, like, I'm just like, this is insanity. Like, this is insanity right now. 30% on top. And like, this is a move that has a hit of armor on it. It has a hitbox that goes in front of him, behind him. You can charge it to make the hitbox even bigger. And on top of that, it's really active as well. Like, people will jump in it late and then they still get hit. So I see something like that and I'm just like, that seems insane. This character must be one of the best in the game. But then I look at like Leffen's tier list or something that had him at I think it was like bottom 3 or something like that. Like Reptar wasn't even that high because for whatever reasons, maybe he's just not as mobile. And like, I feel like when it comes to this game, it's like, there's like the average player meta, and then there's the actual pro player meta, where if you're really good and you can do inputs really well, you can pick someone up like Aang, for example, and you can body people with him, as we saw Void do in the tournament he won yesterday, like Hungry Box's, I think Juice Box tournament it was called. Void was just wrecking shit with Aang. So I'm just like, dang, that looks cool. And like the way he's playing looks really cool, but he even said that like, it strains his hands or something, like when he's playing the game too much. So it's just like, okay, if someone like this that's used to doing this type of stuff is having their hands strained from doing all this stuff, it's just like, I can't
what chance do we have?
I can't fathom like someone that wants to casually play it but still be good at it. It's just like, so how am I gonna be doing this? Because when I play Aang, I can't get a kill. Like, well, I can get some kills, but like it's a lot harder with him because like if you're not properly juggling people and bringing them off the stage and then spiking them down or whatever, I feel like with a character like Aang, it's a little bit harder to actually get kills. So it's like, I feel like there's this whole meta where it's like pro players can see it in one way, but then from a casual, more new to platformers, new to this type of mechanic type of thing, I feel like different characters are going to feel stronger to us than other characters, which is why, for example, I feel like Reptar is kind of broke.
Yeah, and like if you look at it, Reptar, maybe he's not going to be one of the characters like Aang that is going to have to juggle as much just to get everything going. Like he has these strong attacks, so he can really, as a casual player, kind of rely on these stronger attacks to get your kills. Whereas at a high level, there's obviously going to be a lot more going on besides that. And I know you were talking about the fact that they might change or patch some of the infinites and stuff like that, because I did see a video as well talking about if you miss like a grounded tech or something like that, some other combos that you can normally tech out of after that are guaranteed after that.
The combo system, like the way it is, like there's like jab resets and stuff where like you can get hit and then as they get up, there's like a couple frames I think where you can't do anything. Yeah. But like with teching, what were we saying about teching?
It was so it's like there's a window for you to tech once you hit the ground. But if you miss that window, now you can no longer tech properly if you get hit by a combo again. So that's what ends up creating the infinite situation, is that you miss the tech and now you're stuck in this situation where you can no longer tech.
Right.
And
I feel like something like that they probably should.
Oh, absolutely.
Like if you miss the tech the one time, like I don't think that should mean that you're suddenly gonna just die.
Yeah.
Right.
No, that sounds just terrible.
But yeah. Yeah. But yeah, overall, like honestly, I feel like I'm enjoying the game though. There's definitely little things that they could do with the game. Like the voice acting is obviously like one of the biggest gripes. I feel that everyone probably has. That makes it, you want to hear the voices of the characters. That makes sense. And I would like to hear them too. So like it'd be nice if they do something at some point in the near future that would let us have that. I did see actually something about the devs saying that on the PC version, like if someone were to mod the PC version, they're not necessarily against it. Meaning, someone could mod the PC version and add voices, and then the devs don't even necessarily have to do anything. So that is a possibility. I think the game itself it's like it's not the prettiest game in the world, but it's nice and it's fun. It's fast paced. I feel like I can play this game for hours and it doesn't really feel like it, which is always
it feels like time is just like going
and matches can just go by so quick. And like a lot of characters in general, Smash, like they're kind of easy to pick up, at least on a casual level. So you can have fun just like picking a bunch of different characters and seeing which ones you like. That's kind of what I'm doing right now. Like I do feel like I do the best with Reptar because I feel like he's super good. But then yeah, I've been trying other characters as well, and yeah, I've been having a lot of fun with it.
Yeah, I think as far as like the base roster, I think they did a good job. There's a lot of different variety of characters.
Right.
You got a lot of characters that you would expect in Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl to be there. But there's a lot of room for DLC, and I expect there to be.
The thing is, the Nickelodeon roster is so big that there's just it's like an infinite possibilities, endless possibilities of like who they could bring in, and like you have like for example, Fairly Odd Parents. Timmy Turner, Wanda, Cosmo, Jimmy Neutron, whatever. There's so many characters out there that it would be great to have it. But yeah, when you have only a 20 character roster to start, I think it's a pretty solid roster from the get-go. You got a mixture of like new and old Nick shows, which is good for, people that would want to buy it from different generations and everything like that. And knowing that they will be adding more to the game does make it pretty interesting. It's like what else are they going to bring in? What other characters can we play with? What other stages are they going to add? What other updates are they going to make? Because apparently they're bringing more than just stages and characters to the game. I heard that.
Good.
So
I mean, and that too. I think the stages are pretty good, and besides the fact that we don't have the like the voice acting, I feel like they do a decent job of bringing the character to life, at least with like the end victory poses and stuff like that. Maybe the taunts. I saw Aang's taunt was where he's doing the
yeah
that thing. So yeah, I think they do a good job of putting like the personality of the character in there without even having a voice to go along with it. So
but it's also one of those things where it's like there's room to still build upon it, right? Like what if they had multiple taunts? What if they had suddenly let you maybe even unlock new taunts? So then Aang, instead of just doing this thing, he could just do like some other stuff.
That thing?
Like he does this in like his the
victory
win pose, but he has other stuff that they could do. So that'd be really cool. But up until this point, from what I played of it, I played the game for like give or take 10 hours so far. And as someone that's not a Smash Pro, not super good at it, I feel like I'm pretty average, and I'm enjoying Nick Brawl so far.
Enjoying learning the game. Definitely fun game for sure.
So with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, leave a comment on what you think of the Nick Brawl game, and we'll see you in the future videos.